The beautiful 60-pound queen currently taking victory laps in her Virginia backyard is the same dog who once curled up in the damp grass, believing she was never allowed inside. Abandoned on a rural Shenandoah Valley highway shoulder, Pop-Tarts barely weighed 42 pounds. Her shoulders hunched, pulling her head down to stay invisible. A badly healed C-section scar crossed her stomach, a harsh receipt proving she was heavily used as a breeding dog. Valued only for what she produced, she was thrown away the second she stopped being profitable. At the county shelter, she pressed her thin body flat against the cold concrete. Terrified of sudden noises, her family naively thought a quiet home would instantly fix everything. But week 3 proved how deep her trauma went. The family sat around a backyard fire pit enjoying autumn. As embers died, they headed inside. Pop-Tarts didn't follow. Instead, she spun in an anxious circle, lowered her trembling body into the dirt, and tucked her nose under her paws. She prepared to sleep outside alone. In her broken mind, houses belonged to humans. The yard was where discarded things stayed. Her owners froze in the doorway with giant lumps in their throats, realizing this dog needed to completely forget her entire reality. They carried her inside that night, but the real turning point wouldn't happen until a freezing Tuesday morning. For the first 47 days, Pop-Tarts lived like a ghost waiting for an eviction notice. She tiptoed across the hardwood floors, trying not to take up space. Then came the very first winter snow. The second her paws touched the white powder, something finally snapped wide open. The quiet dog suddenly broke into a frantic sprint, kicking up snow and refusing to come inside. It was the first time they saw her truly breathing. Have you ever witnessed a broken soul finally experience pure joy? Then came Douglas. When the family adopted a second rescue dog, the two locked together like perfect puzzle pieces. They sleep with their heavy heads resting on each other's paws. Yet there is still a quiet, heartbreaking reality that deeply frustrates her family. Whenever they sit on a coffee shop patio, passers-by rush to scratch Douglas behind the ears while actively pulling their hands away from Pop-Tarts. They glance at her wide, blocky head and instantly make unfair assumptions. It is incredibly hard to watch. They do not see the gentle soul who refuses to bark while awake, saving her tiny woofs exclusively for her dreams. They don't see the dog who dances in frantic circles at 5 p.m. just because her food bowl clinks against the counter. Healing never happens the second you carry them through the front door. It took 6 years of steady meals, countless snowy afternoons, and a brother named Douglas to finally convince Pop-Tarts she wasn't temporary anymore. True love is not always a grand gesture. Sometimes love is just patiently showing up every single day until a dog finally unpacks her bags. I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to follow the Healing Paw for new stories.